till I'm underneath the floor in the trenches like a war. If they want to give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just want to see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a...
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Flushed out right. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A handoff running left is Gibson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Here's Howell. Eluding the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Montez Sweat with a tackle. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on 3rd down.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Throwing is Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., 32 yards. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Sanders has it over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play?
Hurts fumbles it. And does Washington have it? They do.
He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Howell. That one complete out to Dotson.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hal now to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Commanders take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 36, Hurts. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
It's caught by Sanders. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts.
And once again, this is Sanders.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Down to about the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Washington on third down.
No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 7. Escaping the pressure right.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And now with the time of the play clock almost stopped, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time, because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him. And carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so it probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the 2 of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say, "What?"
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing number.